We're
We're
live
live. Yay, we're really live.
for a regular Wednesday night yarn adventures.
It's Wednesday night, and it's March the 5th.
Yep.
Which is a great night.
And Katy and I are here in Sikeston, Missouri at a hotel.
Yes.
We are on our way down to Tennessee tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be in Collierville at Anita's home, and we will be set up and hanging out with her all afternoon, her and her husband Mark.
Yep.
And yeah, so we're here.
We actually have recap to do because we haven't been doing these every day for the last 4 days before
That's
this.
right.
So
if you missed the last one, we did get back to Fayetteville from Virginia, and Ella, my niece, made an appearance on our last video for 28 minutes for 28 days, and she had a really good time hanging out with us for a couple of days. We got up really early the next morning and headed to Tulsa to get stitching.
That was on Friday going into Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And so we spent most of the day in Tulsa hanging out with our friends and seeing people that have seen us quite a few times now there at Get Stitching. So we had a lovely day. The weather was absolutely perfect.
Really, really nice weather.
So that was really nice to see. And see, now all of our friends expect us every day. And now none of them are coming.
I know, right?
So
I was just going to pull up our Get Stitching pictures.
Oh, yeah. You should totally do that. So Dean and I are sitting next to each other again. There he is. Yay. But, it's just easier sometimes.
Share screen. Two laptops is better because then if we do one, we have to set it far away from us.
Yeah. It's really not very comfortable for us.
It doesn't go well. So there's our setup at Get Stitching. Really good weather. We were able to have a nice good outside setup. A couple times we've been to Get Stitching, it really poured down rain on us.
It was rainy and cold a couple of times, and
it's nice to have good weather. We usually go
in March or in November, and so it was a really good day.
This was Evie's first two-time event.
Yes.
So a year ago is when we brought Evie over to Get Stitching as the first trip out with Evie.
Literally picked her up, and 48 hours later we were in full of inventory and in Tulsa. So come a long way since then.
Yep.
We probably have not even half of the inventory we had then.
We had more than half, but
it's
60% probably of what we had then.
So
just because we've sell a lot more this year because we go a lot more places than we did before.
But we've also changed up what we focus on and how much of things we have. So exciting news. Today we did get we saw Yarn Dragon while we were there, and she's coming to Eureka this year.
Yep.
So she'll be at Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks next weekend. And so Yarn Dragon Fibers, she's one of our mohair class sponsors.
Yep.
And so that's really exciting. And you can find her awesome wares. I believe it's in the middle.
And she has, I don't remember that.
What booth number she is.
But she has a show colorway too.
She does. It's called Prism.
Yeah. Saw that.
It's really nice. It's on her Instagram.
It's a good one.
You can check that out there. And so we
I may even be able to pull up a picture of that.
Who else was there? Oh, Woolly Boogers Felt was there, and Llama Mama Bags was there, and Llama Mama Fibers, and Kate Louder stopped by. She's going to be unable to join us this year for Eureka, but that's okay. She'll probably send a few of her things with her friends. Woolly Boogers Felt, Fibers in My Soul, and Llama Mama. And so we'll hopefully have some appearances with some lovely Rambouillet and Gotland fibers. And then, that is nice. Can you make that?
No, doesn't look like it.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, it's really pretty, the colorway. I really like it. I think it's neat. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I go to post.
There you
go. That's a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's as big as it gets. Sorry.
Oh, Hey Anita, and we were just talking about you, and so we're going to be happy to welcome Yarn Dragon to Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks next week. So, yeah, we're excited to have a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to see Scissortail Yarn,
Scissortail Nuts, yeah,
and Rachel Wolf Yarn or Fibers and or Designs. RSW Designs.
Yeah.
So
it was busy. There was a lot of people around. Yeah, it was a really nice weather day. Very busy. Hello, Yellow Rose folks.
Hi, friends. They will be there too. They'll be at Eureka.
They'll be at Eureka.
Right this weekend, they are at Brazos Valley, which is a first-year inaugural festival outside of Austin-ish.
Well, that is this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but yeah, we are. So then we went ahead and drove back to Fayetteville on Saturday night, and then we
it was a long day because we got up really early, drove over there, did this event, and then drove all the way back.
Yeah. And we drove all the way back, and then we babysat Ella and dog sat Gary for the evening.
While Sarah and Peter went to the Raylana consignment thing
to get baby consignments,
all sorts of baby consignment stuff. And
they got some really cool toys for Ella, so we were really excited about that. And then Sunday,
Amber says, "I can't wait for you."
I can't either. We did. What did we do then? Sunday, we got to sleep in for the first time in like quite a few days. That was nice, and not on East Coast town as well. So that was great. And
we slept in, and it was nice.
Nice.
Jess is trying to finish rug yarn for this weekend.
Ooh, that'll be fun. We
did a lot of
we did some
administrative stuff on Sunday.
We then drove over to my parents' house in Salem, and we stayed with them for Sunday night and Monday night. Monday we did a ton of work.
Yeah.
So made a whole bunch of graphics. Dean ordered a bunch of things. We have paid for so much yarn, guys. We have a lot of inventory out there waiting on us. We're picking up a bunch of it this week on Thursday night after we're at Anita's house in Collierville. So we did pick up some more today as well, but we'll have even more this weekend at Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival.
We picked up some stuff from the Yarn Adventure parking lot. We're getting some stuff that we had shipped to Q in Alabama, who's coming to meet us at Middle Tennessee. And we're getting even more. We're going to pick up some more, buy some more at the end of Middle Tennessee.
So Tuesday morning, we left really early. We left early so that we would beat the rain, because apparently this giant front that came through it has so much wind. Yeah. And apparently it's pretty thundery, but it looked worse on radar than it actually was. We drove up to St. Louis. We had our yearly tax appointment, which went great, and we're very happy with how that turned out for us. And
everything. I mean, so last year was our first year of really doing like different things, because we had just started doing Yarn Adventure full time. Of course, it wasn't on last year's taxes because that was for 2023. But this year was really the first year of, hey, we're doing this full time. How does this look on our taxes? Like, what are we, how's the business look? And we had everything all together and everything went well.
It looks like we can continue to do this for at least another year.
Oh, at least another year. Yes.
So we'll see. Things can change. Things can always change.
Other changes, but
we're doing our best.
Yellow Rose said it nearly took the mill roof off.
Oh yeah.
Even down into, I didn't know it was bad down there.
The wind was crazy, so it was blowing real hard yesterday when we were driving.
Yeah.
And then
even today,
we did our thing, and it started raining on us when we were at our tax appointment, and then we went and had dinner with Matt and Heather from YarnCom and her husband Matt, and we ate at Mia Lupita,
the new location
in Baldwin, and one of our favorite stops when we go there. And so we really enjoyed being
They're like Cheers regulars at this place. Like, like you're like a regular at a restaurant. They're like, hugging all the people, and they're like super regulars at this place.
That's pretty awesome. And we did stop by the shop for a minute while they were closed, but on Tuesday. And then to this morning, we slept in.
Yeah.
And we heard Heather leaving this morning because Matt left really, really early because he was
he had to do some training for his job.
Training for his new job. And we were parked in the driveway, so we were staying in the truck last night. And when we finally did get up because we were being very lazy, I opened the curtain and this is what I saw.
I'll bring this up here. I mean, I'm just sitting there and Katie's like, "Oh, I'm gonna open the curtain." Katie's like, "Wow, that's not what I was expecting." So yeah, it snowed overnight.
It was like a quarter inch of snow.
Yeah.
Pretty solid snow across all the yards in the neighborhood.
It didn't stick on the roads or anything.
No.
But
it was still actively snowing.
Yep.
And it was a little crazy. So we, that was fun.
Yep.
And so we kind of waited for that to clear off a little, melt a bit. And then we headed up to Yarncom for the afternoon. So Wednesday, they have a regular group of social stitching that comes, and they're always happy to see us. Katie West, who provided me with the buttons for my cardigan, was there. Alice, who bought yarn at back in January for the sweater stitch along, she finished her sweater and she got to show that off to us. Here are the official photos of my test knit for Alicia Plummer. That should be coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, you said the 6th, right? Yeah.
I believe that was the last date I heard. So I believe that's coming out tomorrow. I do not know the official name on it yet. Great cardigan. Loved knitting it. Despite all the difficulties y'all saw me have, it was actually not that bad. I just was in the wrong brain space. No, it's...
yeah, I'm trying to...
So Alicia Plummer, you can find her on Instagram as Alicia Plums. You can also find her on Ravelry as Alicia Plums. And then she's on Blue Sky, and she has a website as well. So she's been releasing patterns lately, and I've been really excited to see what she's coming up with. So I love her patterns. I knit them all the time. I test knit regularly for her, so this is probably my 6th test knit with her that I've successfully finished. I've done others where I have not successfully finished, which makes sense too. And I just flung the piece off of.
How did you do that?
I don't know. It's like gone. Okay, well that's fun. I'm getting warm because you turned the heat on.
Did turn the heat on, and it's
so warm in here.
Pretty toasty in here, yeah. That was a mistake.
So I'm just gonna hold this here for now.
Like Bob Barker style.
Bob Barker.
Need a long stick on the end. You turn it off.
I do need the long stick on. Yeah, you always have a little. Yes. Size. Don't forget to spare near your beds.
Yep, I almost said that too.
I have been making really good progress on my skirt all week. So, yes, look at that. I don't know if you can see the purple really well, but there's a good purple. So I think when I left you, I was finishing up. No. This stripe. No, it's the second one. This light pink one, and I started on the darker, lighter purple, and then I finished the darker purple last night, and then I did the blue today. And I'm gonna tell on Cesium. Cesium, I think that this blue in my tonals is DK or Sport.
It's heavier.
Not the same weight.
It is definitely heavier.
It is definitely heavier. I will show you all when I see you next time. Anyway, I'm not hating it, so it's all good. And then, so I have the rest of this one and then 3 more mini skeins
You
left.
wound up the rest of them today,
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
did.
Yeah.
And then I do have a full skein to do as much length as I want on the bottom. So I think it's feasible that I could have it done by the end of the month.
I think so, because we're going to be...
Yeah, easily.
After Eureka, we're going to be...
Yeah, because this is the rest of the blue.
Bit.
I could even finish that tonight, because that's easy to finish tonight. So we've been doing that, and then I will go on to this lovely dark green is next. Or no, sorry, the light blue is next. So I will be stitching on that soon, and then yes, I did those things. I've not worked on anything else this week though. So I finished spinning on that braid from
the
Season.
tomato, heirloom tomato.
Actually, I think it was like foliage or something.
Something else, yeah.
It's like fall is here.
It's an orangey green,
it's
red.
Very orange with green bits in it, and it's from Cesium, and it's on their superwash Shanico base, and so I spun. It was a demo skein, so it was just our demo braid. So I had felt it a little bit in the truck, just from travel and just wear and stuff.
So she was using it for just demoing and teaching people,
letting people try out the wheel and see if they like it and that kind of thing. And so I finished that off Saturday.
Yeah, good stitching.
And then I was going to start the next one, but we're kind of getting toward the end of the day, and so I didn't end up doing that.
I was also going to present a picture of when I talked about a year ago was our first foray out with Evie. Here's a picture of us when we got both trucks together and did a little photo shoot.
Yeah.
With
we had a lot of fun doing
both of them.
So Evie is now naked.
Yeah.
Her Ellie's now naked, and but she has some really cool bling from Cesium yarn on her.
Yep.
So and then hopefully someday they're working on a wrap, so that'll be great, and we'll get some pictures someday with both of those.
What was I gonna say?
They're gonna be.
I lost it.
I don't know where they're gonna be this weekend, but they'll be at Nash Yarn Fest next weekend.
I don't think they were doing a show this weekend.
Yeah, no.
Not that I knew of. Maybe one of those. They do some local stuff, smaller stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then
most of my work this week has been for Eureka we've had, so the 28th, March 1st was our kind of class deadline for refunds. And so we had some people kind of switching things around and moving things at the last minute. And then
we still have 200 class seats left.
Yep.
So you can still get a seat in a class. We've sold out of seats in 13 classes. And is that it?
I think it's about 12 or 13 classes that we've sold out of. Yeah.
And so that means there's still 29 classes that you can register for. So you can find the perfect thing for you. Some of the ones I am really surprised haven't sold out yet, or is Gina from Across Generations.
Yeah.
She's doing an indigo vat. So an indigo.
Everything indigo.
And I'm just saying that if you haven't done indigo or you have any interest at all remotely in dyeing something, that indigo class is 100% worth it. And she's had people dye. They always dye bandanas in the class, and she encourages you. You can bring T-shirts, or you can bring cotton T-shirts kind of thing, or you can bring other items. And last year, 2 years ago, we had someone dye their shoes.
Oh,
they had some white Keds, and we dyed their shoes at the end of the class. So that was pretty cool.
So she has another indigo class that's more about the plant itself and stuff. This is the kind of more in depth about the actual indigo bath and the chemical reactions.
It's a really, really great class. I
and
really
actually
enjoyed this one.
dying
Mm-hmm.
than the one that she did last year at Eureka.
And the other one that she's teaching that I'm also surprised hasn't filled up is the two-color shibori. You do not have to have shibori experience to do this class.
To come up with something like this.
It is really, really cool. And so this is really related to that indigo style of dyeing. So if you're interested in those things at all, this is the class to take. And you get a whole lot of knowledge. You also get hands-on experience, and you make really cool things. So I'm really excited about that one.
Some other ones here. We're going to go to
a planning class on Thursday. It's her annual project planning class. You get a project planner. She walks you through all of it.
Project planner that she wrote.
Yeah, the project planner that she wrote. And like she walks you through all of it. And it's not like, oh, I have to make all these decisions right now. She gives you the tools so that you can go back and use Ravelry and all those other things to actually be successful at plotting what you need for your projects and how to do them. And then the other one that I'm really sad no one's taken yet is the Pattern Navigator. I don't know how often I hear people be like, well, I just don't really know how to use Ravelry, or can you help me with this? So this class is all about using like advanced search features in Ravelry to find and understand patterns so that you can find the pattern that works best for you, and then how to navigate through that pattern. And it's not just for knitting, it's
crochet
for
and
too.
Knitting. Yep.
So these classes are really these are versatile classes for whatever fiber style of craft you're wanting to do.
Yep. We also have some needle felting classes.
Oh yeah, the needle felting cacti. So this one you're making 4 plants.
Look at these adorable little cactus plant.
Yes.
Needle felting
you're going
cactus
to take them home
plants.
with you. So these are adorable. She's got tons of experience. Marty will be happy to help you with all the cool things, and you'll be able to take those home and decorate. And then if
you want something a little bit more into needle felting, you can make your own pictures. And she emphasized in the description that it's like you don't have to be an accomplished artist to take this class or know anything about needle felting.
Yeah.
You show up and she will teach you how to make things like this.
Painting with wool.
You needle felt onto a canvas, and it is some very cool stuff.
So those are a couple of the classes. Also, Miranda with Angry Sheepdog Studios, she's teaching a class called Let's Get Rolling. And what is awesome about this class, it's all about rollags. So it's a class specifically geared toward people who are wanting to spin or felt, and they want to make their own fiber product to put into it. So blending those together. So she's going to teach you how to make the rollags and poonies. And then she's also, if you bring your drop spindle, you bring your wheel, whatever you like to work with, she's going to show you how to spin those. So you guys have been asking me these questions, and here I have provided you with an option for coming to learn about them. The same thing with the blended color wheel class. What is it? Blending the color wheel? Yeah, blending the color wheel. So she's going to be using a drum carder for that one, and I do believe she's going to be talking about dizzing and a couple of other techniques for taking your bat off of the drum carder. So you have a lot of options, and I think she'll also be using hand cards.
Yep.
So
both of those classes are hand carder classes.
Okay, card classes. So if you're having questions about how to process your fibers, these are great classes it's like a hey, I've cleaned everything up and I've dyed it, or hey, I've cleaned everything up and I'm ready to work with it.
Ready to do something with this fiber.
What I'm gonna do.
How do I get to that point? She's also doing the Yarn Ball Madness class, which only has it has a couple more seats maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, you get to paint your own or stamp, stencil, splatter, or paint the outside of a pre-glazed bowl.
Yep. So she's got some really cool ones.
Let's see what else we got here.
The other one that if you're interested in more about the fiber side of things, Justin Neer has one more seat in her Intro to Fiber and Wool class on Saturday. So that's the one where we're talking about, hey, we've got the fleece off. How do I pick it? What do I do with it now that I have it? And it's all about staple lengths and crimp and luster and different grades of fiber. So you really get a chance to like get your hands on things, really see some stuff that you don't always get to test out and understand. And she's got all kinds of samples. Last year, they had the most fun in this class.
Yeah.
They were like, there was stuff everywhere. Like, they had a fleece laid out on the table.
Yeah.
They were looking at things. They were like elbow deep in fiber for the whole 2 hours, and it was great. And then she also has, if you're like, okay, well, I'm not quite ready to like shear my own sheep, but I want to go ahead and start my spinning journey. She does have a couple of spots left in her all-day drop spinning class. So this is beginning drop spinning and plying techniques. So the morning is focused on learning how to spin on your drop spindle, and the afternoon you focus on the plying aspect, or taking 2 strands of your yarn that you've spun and twisted them together. So really cool options for you.
I also want to click over here to our Friday night event. So if you didn't get a ticket and really wanted one this year, avert your eyes, because we have some really cool stuff.
Sona's going to be talking.
Special guest speaker, Sona Gardner from Puddin' Ridge Fibers. We got our menu set with some delicious foods that you can see pictures over on the right. Catered food from Three Bird Cafe. Everything that you see pictured there is going to be at the festival, and we're super excited about that. There's the item. I thought we missed the apple cardamom crisp, but
oh my gosh, it's not my favorite.
Yeah, I know. Just like
the non-dairy whip is so good.
Bucket of that stuff.
Oh man!
And then we also got word this morning. Finally, we thought that some of our bags, we have the Friday night bags. So these the bags for this year, we already had those in hand, but the class bags, so we were a little bit worried about.
We were a little about them coming, but I will let you know that if you sign up for a class, every class participant does get a bag that's customized for this year, and it's not a tote bag, it's actually a project bag. So we're trying a different style out this year. I think you guys will really like them, and I'm really excited about them.
Keep an eye out on social media, because probably in next 2 or 3 days we'll be having a picture of those up. But if you get one bag, even if you take one class, you get a bag. If you take 5 classes, you still just get one bag, but everybody who takes a class gets a bag. And that's kind of part of what we do. And they were kind of stuck in California for a while, and just
they were missing,
so sitting somewhere, and
we don't know what was going on.
And then we were like, hey, what's up? And they were like, hey, we found these, and we're gonna put the rush ship on them.
So they should be there tomorrow, I think. And tomorrow we're going to be in Collierville, so you should definitely come out and see us. Message us for the address. It is someone's private home, so we don't want to publicize that out in the world, but we are happy to share that if you want to make a stop by. We'll be there from noon until 5, and then we are headed over to Dixon, Tennessee, and we will be at Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival this weekend at the Dixon County Fairgrounds in Dixon. It's on Highway 47.
Yeah.
Apparently
or East Walnut Street.
As East Walnut Street,
AKA East Walnut
Google
Street.
Maps.
It's funny. We go to a lot of fairgrounds, and the fairground names don't always match where they are. Dixon is one of those where it's like, it's in Dixon. It's at the Dixon County Fairgrounds because it's in Dixon County. Sometimes it's like the county's like way off, and but sometimes it's also like, for instance, we go to Minnesota and we go to the Washington County Fairgrounds, which is technically where our home address is in Arkansas. There's also a Washington County, which really confuses us. To go to Shepherd's Harvest at Lake Elmo, Minnesota. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a good week.
It's been busy, and we are really glad that it snowed, but we're also really glad that by the time that we were ready to leave this afternoon, All the roads were completely dry. The wind had calmed down a
little bit.
touch, and it was no longer actively snowing on us.
And
so we're very excited about that.
Super important. We are very happy that the weather for Eureka looks like there's going to be no ice or snow. So
No, that's actually looking pretty nice.
Who knows? I mean,
We'll
there might end up being some rain. We're still 8 to 10 days out, depending on the day, but it's looking like going to be 60s and 70s. Yes. So we're super excited about that.
We're really excited to see you guys in all the places that we are going. Yep. And don't forget that next Wednesday we'll be talking a whole lot more about Eureka.
Yep.
And then we will also be talking about our trip to Joplin, Missouri. Yep. Where we will be with the Southwest Fiber Folks.
Folks of Southwest Missouri.
Sorry, Fiber Folks of Southwest Missouri. I say it wrong every time.
It's okay.
They forgive me, I think.
I think I've finally gotten it. It's taking a long time. But
you guys are going to see a skirt very soon. So I did try it on this week. It fits.
Happy crafting.
Happy crafting. Bye.